Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Collins and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gators will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will take the first swing of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Got his man to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Running to the left. Turns it on in midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Watson. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
8 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll give it to Johnson. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Burke. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And he will score! Touchdown, Florida!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football.
And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Defense rolls up, taking its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Lagway. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He fires it out to the right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 40, and he throws.
Bro, what the fuck am I doing?
Interception, his 3rd one of the night. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about that?
They're just sitting in that route, and I'd like a dumbass. Just keep fucking doing this.
The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the... He's going to let one fly down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the 2nd.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
The freshman just a little too much on that one.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
Man, I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. Coming after it. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Complete to the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Gets it out fast.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Gators have moved it inside the 20. To throw, it's Flagway. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He leaves it with his back. At the 35, he's loose. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's what.
And they get the sack just like that. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Takes it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Aggies! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over West Virginia. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be looking for a deep man.
Come on,
This
man.
is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Flagway. This time on target. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Offense in an empty set. They'll throw it on first down. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. He'll just keep slinging it. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. What a huge call there. They had the turnover. Instead, the roughing the passer call takes it all away. Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
This one's complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to move it through the air. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Gators!
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
They'll try the run. The Aggies get enough to move the chains. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game.
Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators offense takes the field. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Keep it on the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Back to throw, it's Mertz. Trying to get to it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. So Mississippi State's offense will get the ball for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes.
Off he goes. He's at the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with
God. Hey, bro, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Touchdown, Mississippi State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Going up top on 1st down. He makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. The handoff to Johnson. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Across the 25. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They move the tight end all over. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for space. It's Booth. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. He'll pull it down and run. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The short hands, it's Wilson. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll put the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Got his man quickly. Oh, there's the ball. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Gators look to do some damage in the red zone. To the air, it's Mertz. Lets it fly. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking to throw it again. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gators!
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Grab behind the line. It's Booth. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Mertz. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd down play from the gun. Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He turns that loose down the right side. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Mississippi State right back to the line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Comes out throwing on first down. Wide open downfield. He's got the side.
First down.
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
The 18-yard line. And the Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He'll pull it on the read. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Chapin. He finds his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Headed outside for the line. It's Booth.
Get the fuck out of
And he
here.
runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll test the right side. Got room at the 35. Afterburner's coming. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And those plays are so deflating for defenses. Up front, defensive lines, you really got to control gaps. You got to stay where you're supposed to be and make sure running backs and ball carriers can't break out, can't use their speed, kind of keep them in a cage. They don't do that.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Scanning the field, it's Mertz. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And the Gators are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a man. With the catch, it's Badger. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
He's got it. All kinds of running room. At the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by just one over Southern Miss. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the quarterback brought up two and sacked at the 12. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from the edge.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Sends it downfield. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Gators! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
This time he's got it. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Chapin. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long. Defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Got it past the marker. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver, because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive.
acceptable.